the DMR class of weapons. There's also the shotguns that you have to take in consideration. You have the bolt action guns too, the carbines, DMRs, and shotguns. So you have 4 different classes of guns here for the assault class.
Well, with that being said too, I mean, even the scopes have categories as well. So if you're a recon class and you've got your sniper that your preference, it even has, okay, well, close range scopes, it's got your medium range scopes, and even your long range scopes. There's so many scopes to go through. Hey, we're probably gonna need to group them now, because now we're abundance of them.
Yeah, no, and also, you know, a scope that I become a big fan of, is particularly in this map, especially when things start to get dark, is the low light scope, the infrared scope. I have been using that pretty much exclusively on this map, and I have loved it. So definitely something that you guys want to check out. Bunch of new scopes. We'll talk about those scopes as well as we play more and dive a bit deeper into the action and learn a little bit more here, because we're going to be here for 5 days. So there's just so much to talk about. We're probably going to spend an entire show just talking about scopes, you know, just attachments. I mean, that's pretty much where it is at this point in Battlefield 4. There's so much freaking variety that you could talk about it for an entire show.
Well, each element, it doesn't matter which one it is, you can talk about them at any point. So right there you can see, you know, one of the things that we learned there at E3 as well is some of the swimming aspects as well. So, I mean, you've got the waves making impact, so you're trying to stay above the surface. It's difficult. yeah, there's and the waves. So I actually spoke to you about this earlier. I was on the jet ski, and there you can actually see one of the infrared scopes, or the night vision, excuse me, the night vision scopes. So there you get a good idea of what it is. The IRNV, the infrared night vision.
There you go, right there. So there you see the scope. And actually finding a bunch of players around him too. He ends up taking them out, whipping out that pistol. Always gotta love the pistol whip, giving it to him. Yeah, way to go there, Bravo 17. And big score right now is actually Bravo 21. He's 16-3, Corey, tearing it up. And he is actually going to currently be sitting in that Z11W helicopter.
Yeah,
so
bird.
He's just chilling in the sky. We're at Bravo 21, high in the sky right now. That's awesome. I mean, we could just do the over voice, you know, walkie-talkie voice for an entire show. That'd be fun too. I'm pretty sure people would take that, Corey. But
all right, so here again we're with Bravo 21, taking a look from his perspective here. And he's just going to go all out. Of course, you can notice that, take a look at that camo that comes along with it as well. He's got
such
the
a sick
scar
camo.
That's in hand.
Such a sick camo.
Must have been a squad request for him to end up over at the C point, because he just left that little bird just floating about.
All right, well, I guess that's pretty much going to be wrapping up for the broadcast here, as all these players are going to be playing and having a good time and enjoying it.
But from Intel and from kind of a weaponry.
Right.
And we base it on 3 different levels. One is you have the default setup of scan and UAV, and this is where the tug of war between the 2 commanders turn up, where you have to outsmart the other commander, you know, fool them into using their precious EMP at the wrong time, and you can then outsmart them. You have the different assets that are connected to the different flags or bases that will give you additional advantages. So in this case, you can, depending on map, you can find an AC-130 gunship, or it can be the Tomahawk cruise missile. And then, of course, on top of this, we have the ecosystem of action. So as you work as a commander, order squads around for the best of your team, and as they fulfill their commitments, you start building up score that then get turned into vehicle drops, supply drops, and a lot of things that help your team just keep on pushing for victory.
Again, that's one of the elements that I've always loved about Battlefield, is just team play. And that's really what it feels like. And it doesn't matter whether I hop into a public server or whether I'm getting highly competitive and joining a squad. You always feel that you're playing for a team.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried hard, and we do notice the fact that there are many people out there who want to either do infantry only, or they want to play as a lone wolf, and we hate to dictate to the player how to play Battlefield. If you want a small mode, you want the beauty of classes, customization, destruction, go at it. But if you want the team play factor, we've upped our game. We included now 5 players in the squad. We have the field upgrade system, which allow the squad to choose their individual unlock career. You can choose kind of the defensive path, and there you have 4 different levels of unlocks that will up your game. And then as you work as a squad, you start building up your score and you unlock these tiers. But if you get wiped as a squad, if you're all in one helicopter and get shot down, your progress bar will go down. So it's working together as a team for the best of the game.
For those of you that are wondering what we're talking about, the field upgrades, it's going to be in your bottom left-hand side of your screen, and each individual player can select their own field upgrades that they would like. So far, we have the defaults for each of the classes is going to be an offensive and a defensive, and then we're seeing some very specific types as well, field upgrades for each one of the, whether it's recon or assault or.
So you can unlock more, and it's really to allow you to find kind of what suits you best. So we don't dictate for a whole squad how they're supposed to play. So while being individualist, you can still be a team player.
So how do you build up in your progress bar down here?
So by performing team actions and working as a squad, you start seeing you have squad score, and these build up to this progress. And the progress is individual, so if you do decide to leave a squad and go to another, you keep the progress on your bar.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you'd mentioned is if your entire squad has been taken out, you go down. Is that just like one level, or is that?
We've looked at taking you down one step, to be honest. While I stand here and enjoy myself and watch beautiful gamers game, the team is hard at work defining those, the last tweaks and churns to find the balance, since this game is supposed to be played for many years, and you really want to nail that fine balance. So exactly how much is still to be defined.
This is one of the things that I was looking out for is the assault class is having the defibrillators. I'm happy to finally see it. I know that it was going to be a part of the game, but I'm happy to finally get the chance to see them being brought out. Is having to work so hard on the creative aspects of it, just the idea of where you're going with it, the design. Is there anything that you really like as a player, as just someone that just playing Battlefield?
Yeah, to me, I mean, I'm in a fortunate position. For 14 years, I've been building the game that I love to play. So I think a lot of my taste in gaming has colored the game, and it's evolution. So for me, the beauty of just stepping back at the whole franchise is that I can choose how to play. On my good days, when I surprise myself and actually kill people, I can enjoy a good team deathmatch, while I can truly enjoy a big, large conquest game or obliteration. Lots of vehicles. I don't even kill people, I just perform team actions. And what I really feel, I mean, with Paracel Storm, with the new obliteration mode, is that the pieces are falling into place, It's the team play and, to be honest, the joy and fun. On the surface, it seems very serious. The joy and fun that gets brought out by the team play perspective of trying to bring a bomb to the other team's home base, together with the storm that starts building up, together with the vehicle gameplay. I think we're building something that people haven't really seen before. And I mean, we're going to bring this to the next generation of consoles as well. 64 players, 60 FPS. So I think it's a huge step forward for the Battlefield franchise and all.
I'm looking forward to the actual release and also seeing it just in beta process, the open beta. Yeah. It's going to be just great to watch how players create a new metagame for each individual map, each type of game type, whether and also, like you said, obliteration, and seeing how the game is really going to be that tug of war. Yeah. I mean, across the map. I mean, so for those that are kind of curious, we'll actually take some time tomorrow to look at obliteration and see the map layouts and how there's 3 different points on both sides, Russian and the Chinese, and then there's going to be a bomb that you're basically trying to pick up and take it to an MCOM point. Excellent.